the main topic of this channel? Why is this video about books for coaches? And that's a good question. If you're watching this video immediately after its release, then you know we are in the middle of a pandemic, and that has made a lot of people reflect on their sources of income. Sadly, many people have lost their jobs or have had their salaries impacted and realize that relying on one single source of income is risky. Even people who have not been financially affected in a significant way are looking to diversify their skill set and income sources to minimize any potential risks in the future. And I've had a few people asking me about becoming a coach and starting a side coaching project as a way to not only supplement their income, but also to help others and make a difference to their quality of life in these difficult times. So if you're looking to coaching as an additional source of income, these are my book recommendations to help you achieve that. Hello and welcome to the Savvy Corner, where we talk about personal and business finances, financial well-being and money mindset. My name's Alisa and I'm a financial coach and consultant based in the UK. So, if money is the main topic of this channel, why is this video about books for coaches? And that's a good question. If you're watching this video immediately after its release, then you know we are in the middle of a pandemic, and that has made a lot of people reflect on their sources of income. Sadly, many people have lost their jobs or have had their salaries impacted and realize that relying on one single source of income is risky. Even people who have not been financially affected in a significant way are looking to diversify their skill set and income sources to minimize any potential risks in the future. And I've had a few people asking me about becoming a coach and starting a side coaching project as a way to not only supplement their income, but also to help others and make a difference to their quality of life in these difficult times. So if you're looking to coaching as an additional source of income, these are my book recommendations to help you achieve that. I strongly recommend doing a coaching qualification if you're going to become a coach, but in these uncertain times, that might not be an option for you. What you can do is make a smaller monetary investment in books and familiarize yourself with the concepts first, and then do a qualification when you're ready. Okay, let's talk about the books. The first one I want to share with you is The Coaching Manual by Julie Starr. This book explains what coaching is, what principles it is based on, and the skills needed for coaching. Chapter 5 on the barriers to coaching is a very good one in my opinion, and one that a lot of new and seasoned coaches will resonate with. I like the way in which this book is structured. It has summaries and checklists, examples and exercises. It's an easy to digest read, providing an overview of the essentials you need to know as a coach. The second book I recommend is Coaching for Performance by Sir John Whitmore. This is a book about coaching principles and leadership, and it will serve you well if you are looking to coach inside an organization or a company. The author describes the GROW coaching model in great detail in part 3 of the book, which is a framework you might be using quite a lot when you first start out as a coach. I also appreciate the discussion on specific coaching applications in part 4 of the book, and the fact that it also touches on the benefits and the ROI, return on investment, of coaching, which is quite tricky to measure. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel, and I thank you in advance if you do. My third book recommendation is for those who don't necessarily want to become or to call themselves coaches, but they want to incorporate coaching elements into their leadership or their working style. And for that, I recommend Michael Bungay's 10 Years, The Advice Trap. In this book, he talks about taming what he calls the advice monster, i.e. our tendency to jump into fix-it mode and provide solutions to the problems that other people present us with. So he advocates for staying curious just a little bit longer as a leader, and I love that concept. In fact, it's one of the things that I'm actively working on as my goals for 2020. I've had the pleasure to meet Michael in person, and he emulates all of the qualities he talks about in the book: empathy, mindfulness, humility. This is a book that should be read in conjunction with his previous one, The Coaching Habit. And what I like about it, it's simplicity. You don't get a long list of powerful questions which can seem so overwhelming, especially for a new coach. What you get is a list of 7 questions and examples of when it would be best to use them. So if you want to be more coach-like in your approach, this and The Coaching Habit are 2 good ones. So far we've talked about coaching as a skill and as a process. If you want to make money from it though, we need to discuss the business of coaching, which requires a completely different skill set. So my next recommendation is The Prosperous Coach by Steve Chandler and Rich Litvin. Chapter 2 is entitled Without a Client, You're Not a Coach. And what I might add to that is that without a paying client, you're not running a coaching business, but you're either doing it as a hobby or as part of your responsibility at work as a manager and as a leader. I think if you read this book, you'll either love it or you'll hate it. The authors are quite blunt, sometimes borderline brutal with their words. Chapter 40, for example, is called Stop Being a Pro Bono Bonehead. But I resonate with that approach because I am a coach that likes to challenge and that likes to be challenged. And if you can get past the aggressiveness in a way, there are some really good concepts in the book and ideas for building a prosperous coaching business. One thing though that's missing from this book is a deep focus on the clients you work with. It is assumed that you already know what kind of coach you want to be and who you are serving. If you don't have clarity on that already, then you definitely have to start there before you go any further. And there you have it, my recommendation for books worth investing in if you're looking to start out as a coach. Links to all of the books that I mentioned will be in the description box below. And if you know any other good ones, please leave them in the comments. Also, if you've watched this far, you are a star. And you should definitely consider subscribing if you like this type of content and would like to see more of it in the future. That's it from me for today though. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.